Hello, and on the gaming table today, we're taking a look at anti-tank fire in Command Decision Tested Battle. Now, anti-tank fire is what happens when you're using anti-tank guns or tanks and they're firing AP shot. So here you can see we've got three examples in the table here of weapons that can do this kind of fire. We've got the PaK-40 anti-tank gun, the STUG, and even the 105mm howitzer does have an AP round, so it can engage in direct fire HE. Also, this type of fire applies to any hollow charge weapons as well, so a Panzerfaust would follow the same rules. Anti-tank fire can happen in either the opportunity or the general fire phases, and basically you select a target. So here, let's say I've got a PaK-40 anti-tank gun, and there's a couple of approaching Soviet T-34 platoons that are approaching its position, and it wants to engage them. It has to pick one of those to shoot at. It is possible to do something called split fire, but we won't worry about that today. Let's just assume it's shooting at one of these tanks. Now, we look up the rate of fire here for the weapon first, and we can see it has an AP rate of fire of 2. And then if it's firing in the opportunity fire phase, we would add 1 to the rate of fire. So here in ambush, this PaK-40 platoon is going to have a rate of fire of 2 plus 1 gives 3 shots. We're going to look up the success number next, and once again, like in small arms, we're looking at the range, and then we're looking at the number in brackets. So at a range of 16 inches, we're at long range, we're less than 18, but more than 12, and our success number is a 3. We're going to apply some modifiers to that depending on the situation, but let's say in this example there's no modifiers, so we've got a total success number of 3. And then we roll for hits. Let's say in this example, from our 3 shots, we score 1 hit on the T-34. We're now going to roll for effects with a modifier. Now, the modifier that comes in is based on the armor penetration of the weapon that's shooting, and we're also going to take off the armor of the target that's being shot at. So in this case, if it's a T-34, it might have a frontal armor here of 8 and a flank or rear armor of 6. So we're going to take those numbers and apply them, the penetration of the PaK-40, which is 9, and maybe the front armor of the T-34 and 8. And so when we roll for effect, we're going to roll D10, add 9 and subtract 8. In other words, it's D10 plus 1 overall. If we're shooting at the flank or the rear, for example, then obviously it's going to be D10 plus 9 minus 6 or D10 plus 3. We're going to have a greater chance of doing real damage. Okay, so that's a quick overview and details of how anti-tank fire works in Command Decision Tested Battle. Thanks for watching today, and we'll see you again real soon.